Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Guild Wars week 66 day 2. So, today of course we have ourselves Yellow Guild War Day. With this we are going to be messing around with a skull spam team. One interesting thing that ended up happening of course recently is we got access to all of the Doom weapons now. We now have all 6, the most recent one being the yellow one. And with that, we will now be able to use it in order to use it for Yellow Guild War Day. So I figured why not, since I believe this is actually the first time, if I'm not mistaken, that we actually have access to the yellow Doom weapon. So we're going to mess with that. Also, what's up with YouTube right now? It is not showing my thingy thing on. Is it on? Hello, peoples! Can you hear me? Let me see. It probably is. It's just being weird right now. What are you doing, YouTube? Let's see. That's weird. It's not showing it. Can you guys hear me? Hello, peoples of the internet. Let's see. That's weird. There we go. Okay, that was extremely strange. YouTube was just like, nope, no stream, even though it was trying to stream out for like, half a minute there. That was very strange. I've never seen that before, where I hit the stream button and it says it wants to stream and then it like delayed it. But anyways, hello, let me just do all the intro that I just did for like half a minute. Hello everyone, welcome to the Gems of War Guild War stream, week 62 or 66 day 2. It is a yellow day. We ended up getting all of the Doom weapons finally into the game now. I believe the most recent one was the yellow Doom weapon, so now we finally have access to all the Doom weapons within Guild Wars. And since I believe this is the first instance where we've been able to use the yellow Doom weapon, specifically for something like Guild Wars, I figured why not try using it for Guild Wars. That's what our game plan is today. We're going to be using it, of course, with the Divine Ishbala Quillen combo, and just using it in that context for Golth up front for the tank, so should end up being okay for the most part. And yeah, we'll see how it goes, and go from there. Yep, let's go into our battle, click our yell. I believe the team was already switched up for it as well. Just get off a key from when we were farming, and switch over to wherever yellow is. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Where are you? Guild War yellow, there we go. And, oh, I still have it on Priest. I guess Priest is okay. It has +2 yellow on it, so that's +4 total yellow. There's a little bit of a weird second slot, but I think in the context of this, it should be okay. So we'll give it a shot. But hello, everyone! Hello, William. Hello, Isabel. Hello, Wow. Hello, Super. Hello, Corn. Hello, Stacy. Hello, Cookie. Hello, Steve. And hello, everyone else. Welcome, welcome. Okay. So, right off the bat, Gorgulf is frozen. We can undo that. We should probably start trying to undo that. 2 yellows will pretty much get it undone immediately. So we are going to want to aim for those. Browns also work. Try for it off the sky right over here. Hopefully get one of them. Nice. And then we get rolling, finally. That'll get the team going as far as mana is concerned, and then we just loop everything. So we can convert purple to Doom Skull, we can convert red to Skull, we can convert green to yellow, we can convert purple to red, and we can convert brown to Skulls. So let's do exactly that. Oh, the only problem with that is that does end up converting away our purple, so we generally do want to try getting Doom Weapon prior to getting a what's his name cast? A Quillen. It's not going to be too big a deal. Ooh, we did not get full mana on our yellow. You can always just grab it though. We do have a lot of extra yellow bonus. It's not gonna be enough though. No Doom weapon alignment, but we just grab that. That gives us the red again. Get all that going, and then hopefully we have the yellow one. I mean the purple one. Let's see. Doesn't look like it. Do we have any other alignment that might be worth going for? Yes, we could do another divine. Hopefully it gives us purple, which it does. Then we can do the Doom weapon, and he's dead. And that's pretty much all we have to do for every single one of the Dooms. I mean every single one of the Yellow Guild War now. Just run it like that. It seems like it could score pretty decently. That seems like an on track for 9,500 team. Hey, even he's using the new yellow Doom weapon. I guess that's what he's using for his Guild War day? It seems a little bit weird for offensive Guild War. But even for defensive, I don't know. There's a lot of extra stats though, to say the least. Seems like Hero will die too easily. But we'll see. We'll take the yellow for now. Grab that. Oh, I didn't see the free blues, but he'll just take Skull, that's fine. Him taking Skull and Gorgulfa means basically nothing. He even got Bless on first slot. Which we will lose as soon as we cast this though. So we'll go cast that. Get things rolling. Hopefully have alignment here, which we do. And ooh, we still don't have. That's the only problem with having that yellow up in there. Looks like our Divine Ishbala gets blocked occasionally, especially since we end up denying out the purple. I should probably wait until we have full mana before I cast that. It's a bit of a liability actually. But we'll go and cleanse that off. Hopefully doesn't get anything too big, doesn't look like it. Get our cleanse, get our explosion, finally get Divine Ishbala's mana, and then hopefully we can do her into a weapon. And it looks like we can do exactly so. We do that. Should hopefully have the weapon alignment. No, we do not. I guess we don't cast then. We'll have to go for that. Just go for our skull spam. We'll make it so we don't have alignment anymore. It does give us Divine Ishbala though, which we can uncast in and hopefully have alignment. And we do. Then we do the Doom weapon whenever we do have alignment. And that should pretty much be matched. We just take this and then cool in if there's still room after. And there is not. Take skull and he's dead. There we go. Hello Adrian, welcome. Yes, consoles do have a different color day than PC Mobile. You may notice that my color day, which is yellow right now, is not the same on the other two platforms. Alternative to the Doom weapon, Rope Dart. I used to use Rope Dart in this team. It might even be better, I'm not even sure. I've tried it with both. This is the first time I'm trying it with the Doom weapon, of course, since it's the first time we've even been able to use it for Guild Wars. But, yeah, Rope Dart is what I used to use for this team. Okay, we got alignment there. There's not enough yellow for our weapon, though, which would have been perfect in this situation. It did get enchant off of Quillen, though. Oh, wait, what was that enchant off of? Never mind, I forgot. Duh, you have the double enchant, you have the double blast. Let's see, we'll take the yellow right there. That'll be full mana next turn. So much so, I think I just wait. So we have purple alignment. Oh, none of it's actually a free turn, though. I think I still wait. We'll do this, see what he does with that. Ooh, that mana drain, though. Well, this isn't going to kill Gorgotho, so I think it's fine. It might not extra turn, but it's going to do a lot of damage. And now we're out of option. Oh, not exactly. We'll go for that. That greatly reduces our purple, though. And then we just explode. Hopefully get this Yellow Storm into a free turn. Nope. Hopefully we'll have an option here. Really unfortunate that Divine Ishbala has nothing right now. We could double skull him. Not sure I want to. It might just be better to take purple, throw that down, and then go for it. Luckily, she did not die. Unfortunately, we did not have alignment. All that board, and we don't have alignment. We have double skull, triple yellow, or actually quad yellow. I think I'd still go for it just because of how much sheer mana it is. Even if it doesn't hit. Oh, it did hit extra turn somewhere. So never mind. Okay, good. We'll do that. He unfortunately keeps summoning a billion spiders, as that thing normally does. Then the popping that will instantly kill that. Almost. And that's the only problem with multi-hit things, is they end up hitting him before the thing. Ends up undoing his, or ends up getting a summon before you actually do the skull spam. Because this will trigger the AoE and then it does the skull spam. Which is slightly annoying against that weapon, the order in which it does its things. Can we kill? I don't think we have alignment here, do we? I don't see it. That's for a free turn. So it's enough to kill, so I guess we go for it. Oh, that's not enough to kill. Apparently not. Never mind. And that is definitely enough to kill, though. There we go. It seems like it calculated a few less skulls than it should have. Didn't we just get 3 skulls there? And again, I guess 3 skulls wouldn't have been enough. We would need a 4th or 5th. I'm pretty sure it only calculated like 2 of those there. But anyways. Because if you take all the skulls independently, they do calculate out independently. It's the reason why skull spam hits through barrier. Because they're all hitting with individual instances of damage. Rather than just one really big damage. Okay. Let's see. That's also why Reflect can sometimes kill you when you skull spam. Because you're hitting multiple instances of damages, which actually do more damage than the total amount of HP that they have. Also, Web Spinner. Can you not do that? That's not good. It actually got a stun off of that, which ended up synergizing into an instant kill. That is quite unfortunate. Now we're hero's first slot, which is not ideal at all. Well, I think we can deal with it for now. Let's just go move... I don't need any mana, so we're just going to move the board as we need. Go for this and hopefully have alignment on anything. Doesn't really matter what, as long as we have it. We have it on, what's his name right now? I don't think I want to go for it, though. On Quillen. Ideally, I wanted to try to get purple alignment here. It doesn't look like we'll be able to get it. We do have Divine Ishbala. A little bit of a waste, but it feeds over mana back, so let's do that to board clear if nothing else. The skull seems tempting just to take. I'm leaning towards it. Yeah, I'll go for it. Good. And that gives us this, and he's dead. They lost a troop, unfortunately, with no way to resummon. But it doesn't look like it's going to be too big a deal overall, ultimately, for this battle. Do we have Quill in alignment? I would sure hope so. Yes, we do. And then that will hopefully give us Divine Ball alignment. And then it'll be dead. No, it does not. However, we can just Doom kill it. That's enough, right? Yeah, 50 damage plus the Doom Skull poke. That will kill. And down it goes. There we go. And we still end up extra turning and got a map from the Gigantic Cascade. I'll take it. Unfortunately, that will lose us a bit of points from having a def there. Oh, another team exactly like this. Ooh. Well, hopefully he won't get lucky on his empowers. That's actually set up deliberately to try to kill Gorgolfa, the team he's using right now. That is really specifically trying to kill Gorgolfa. Because that has the Daemon stunned, and then he just scroll spams with triple to end up killing it as if it doesn't even have reduction. It looks like we got a quick enough start that's not going to matter this time around, though. We are frozen on yellow, so I do have to be a little bit careful about that where I pick my extra turns. However, we are not frozen on any of the skulls. So as long as we're skull extra turning, it doesn't matter. We'll go for that. Good. I need to try getting these skulls into a formation where I can actually use them. Which they currently still are not. Divine Shbala has extra turn on yellow, but of course we can't use that. So I think we just have to board clear here. Gotta throw down the Doom Blade just for fun. That will backfire pretty heavily. However, it would secure the kill. The problem is he's gonna get like 2 or 3 skull follow-up. I don't think it's worth it. It's not gonna kill his hero. If it killed his hero, I would say I would go for it, but it doesn't, so I'm not. So let's do that. Hopefully he won't do anything important here. Oh, yes, he does. He gets to convert away all the yellows. No, he still gets to lose Gorgolfa. No, I should have just went for it the previous turn. I forgot. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's fine. We'll just lose Gorgolfa again. That's not ideal, because it costs us points, but it's not like we're going to lose because of that, at least, if nothing else. We are still frozen on yellow. That one freeze is really doing a total on us. We would have won ages ago if we weren't frozen on that thing. I guess we just take a skull, because none of these are free turn. At least not on anything that we can take, because there's an extra turn yellows, obviously, but I can't take them because of the freeze. Similarly, oh, well, I can take that green, though. That I can take. What I can also take is just grab that Quillen kill and then just win. There we go. Well, that wasn't ideal. That seems like a 9,300, 9,400. Definitely seems like it can go on track of 9,500 plus, though. Those last 2 battles could have been way, way better. Oh, yeah. Never mind. We still almost hit 9,500 even with them like that. Yeah, I could easily get 9,500, 9,600 with that team then. Seems perfectly fine. Just need to not get sloppy battles like that towards the end. But I've never even seen that as a defend team before. They're getting creative with the bracket 2 defend teams. I wonder what bracket 1 runs these days. Pretty sure some absurdly, ridiculously strong stuff. But yeah, we are in bracket 2. We actually haven't been in bracket 2 for a while. Hopefully we can stay above Interim 2. I'm not sure why they have so few battles. They have 30 members. We only have 22. And we're currently way ahead. I guess a lot of people went inactive there. I guess Interim 2 is starting to fall apart or something. Where's even Interim 1? Yeah, even Interim 1 is towards the lower end of bracket 1. So I guess they've kind of been heading down. I know Anonymous. I haven't really been paying attention to the big guilds lately. I know it's have shifted over time. I was actually in one of the bigger guilds. I don't think it's top 3 brackets right now of oh, where's the thingy thing? It was Matchmakers. I was in them for several years, and they were #1 for a while. Then I ended up making my own guild, but after they weren't #1, I believe it was then Anonymous, then Interim, then kind of Anonymous again, and then it's kind of been like a back and forth between these. As far as trophies, they're still up there. But as far as like Guild War performance, they haven't been nearly as high as they used to. Let's see, where is yeah, there it is, Anonymous and Interim. They're still all the way up there in that regard. But they've been falling on Guild Wars quite a bit. But anyways, let's go and go to dailies. Of course, we have a lot of dailies today. We got the Moon pet. I'm just grabbing this for the food, of course. It is a good pet, though. It's soul bonus, so great pet to have. So you can get it naturally just anytime. So you don't need this event to specifically get it. Always available. If you get a pet, there's like a 1 in however many pets there are almost, that you would end up getting that specific pet, and then you can farm it. But it's a pretty good pet. It's a little bit of souls. Obviously not that much, only 1 to 5%. However, it adds up. Oops, I accidentally just moved that as I clicked on the team. Fail. I don't think I've ever done that before. Like, move the troop as I, like, click onto the team slot. You have to, like, double click and drag at the same time. For the level 20 pet achievement trophy, what's the best method to get it? I'm not sure if there really is a best method. There are 3 methods to do it. The most viable method, or the most realistic method that most people are going to do, is you just get it naturally over a very, 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 very long period of time. It can take months or even like upwards of a year to end up maxing out a single pet by doing it naturally, just from doing it off of the pet battles that your guild gets whenever you fight in PvP and PvP and arena. There's a chance that a pet will appear, and it's just gonna be a random pet, and then it appears for a certain amount of time or an hour, and then you can do it during that hour to get the pet, and you just keep doing that until one of them eventually becomes mythic, and just upgrading your pets naturally over time. That takes a very, very long time. However, it costs no in-game resources, and it doesn't, and you know, it's just the natural way of getting it over time. There's other 2 ways that you can get it though, which are way, way quicker, but they cost quite a few gems, which of course you can get for free, but you would need a really big reserve of gems to viably quickly get a level 20 pet. The quickest way you could ever get a level 20 pet, though this is also the most expensive way, is during a pet event. You can just buy it up to max. This is extremely not advised. I did it once, like partially to mimic, but I highly, highly advise not doing this. It costs around 2,000 to 3,000 gems or so to max out a pet by buying it with gems, which is very, 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 very pricey and not worth it. The other alternative is doing a level 500 faction, pure faction, all the way to completion. This is a little bit difficult because you need decent teams, and you also need to be able to win pure faction, so you need like a level 100, 150, or 200 horde or so, just to upgrade your stats, so also having decent troop options going up to that point. But doing that, a pure faction with potion events, will cost you around 2,000 gems or so. However, you're getting all of the loot from doing that many delves, which is a lot of loot, and chaos shards, and, you know, just gold, souls, stuff like that, glory. As well as a bunch of ingots and stuff, and it's comes out to be cheaper than doing it from a pet event. Pet events can be as much as 3,000, whereas the faction events will be closer to around 2,000, plus you get a bunch of other loot other than just the pets. But yeah, theoretically, it costs 3,000 to instantly get a pet to level 20, 3,000 gems, which is extremely overpriced. I'm not sure why they made it so expensive. It should be at like 1,000 or 1,500 at most. It's actually way more than that. It's a format that they never really switched up much. But those are your 3 main ways to get it. Naturally over time by doing PvP and just your natural pet battles, buying it up with a certain amount of gems during a pet event, which I don't advise, or doing level 500 pure factions, which I do advise, but it requires you to have a decent amount of stats and a decent amount of troops. Something you can do in late game and end game, though depending on what point in the game you're in, not easy to do. Yeah, it is one of the harder achievements to do. If I'm not mistaken, it's actually the most uncompleted event in the entire game, mainly because it takes being active. To get it naturally, it takes being active for a very long time for to be able to get it. I still have pets that were released in the first batch of pets that I still don't have to level 20, even though they've been out for like over a year now. How long have pets been around? I believe it's been like a year and a half. I believe they came out early last year, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I actually completely forget off the top of my head. But yeah, if I'm not mistaken, that's actually the most unachieved achievement in the game, getting a pet to level 20. I was really surprised about that earlier, but then when I started thinking about it, it's like, oh yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense. Oh yeah, this one's at 0% because it's literally impossible. So that's at 0%. If that's somehow above 0%, every single person that has it is hacking, because that is quite literally impossible to currently have. Reach kingdom level 15 in any kingdom. There has been no combination of circumstances that makes that possible. It is quite literally impossible. Next one is gain 10,000 total underworld renown. Why is that so low? What? How is that so low? 10,000 total underworld renown is really easy. I guess a lot of newer players don't do it. Complete challenges to tier 5 in any kingdom. This is only so low because it's a relatively new feature. And some people just didn't bother doing the new challenges yet. But yeah, there it is. Feed a pet to level 420. Currently, it says it's the 4th hardest. Realistically, it is the actual hardest. Because 10,000 total renown is not that hard. Especially as more delves come into the game. Even if you do a bunch of them only to like 1,000, you're still already there. Or even just do a few hundred. Once we have enough factions that they'll already be there. This one's ridiculously, or not ridiculously easy, but this one's relatively easy once we actually get to the point where it can be possible. Because it only takes about a month or a couple months. So, of course, this patch hasn't been out long enough for us to even be able to do one kingdom to 15. So, we're getting there. We get more deeds. This is extremely easy. Not sure why that's so low. I'm actually really curious why that's so low. Do that many people not play delves? People hate delves. Haha. Apparently. This should be ridiculously high. Like, this will be at like 5% eventually. The only reason it's so low is it's a relatively new feature. And, yeah, I would say this is the hardest one that is actually, like, towards the bottom here. Is get a level 20 pet. Just because of the sheer amount of gems or the sheer amount of time it'll take. Yeah, let's go get our chaos shards. Let's do it, key team. Maybe that's why they added... You know what? They must have data on that. That might be why they're adding chaos shards to so many locations that isn't delves lately. Like with the adventure board and stuff like that. It might be because so few people, at least from an early game to mid game perspective, and probably the super late game because they don't end up needing the resources then, don't end up doing delves. So what they do is they give shards at different locations. Because they, in the most recent patch, they, oh, actually, no, they only technically added one. But, adventure board and challenges both have shards. Challenges actually have a lot of shards on them, chaos shards. So that might have been one of the reasons why they were added to those locations. So people that don't do delves, or early game people that don't really bother with delves much, would have a way of getting chaos shards. That makes a lot more sense now. I still don't feel like they should have doubled up on shards like they did, but, I didn't think about it like that. Because they probably have internal data that we don't know about on that specifically. Like, really, really specifically. You hate delves, but you never miss them because loot. I like delves. I just feel like there's too many delves. In the sense that we have to do too many delves in order to maximize loot. Like, I would like delves more if it wasn't a daily, but it was just the, like, Tuesday event. If it was just a Tuesday event and Friday events, I would like delves a lot more. It's the daily aspect of it that's kind of iffy. Because it feels like you're missing loot if you don't do it. But just such a time-consuming daily. You can do every other daily, other than your guild thing. But you can do every single daily, not counting your guild stuff, in the time that it takes just to do the delves, 3 delves. Especially if you're not camping at level 20. Which is why people camp at level 20. You basically have to exploit it just to get it done at a quick speed. Also, if he devours here, we actually just lost this battle. That'd be pretty sad. Okay, good. He did not. That would have been a gigantic fail. Actually losing to this thing with key team. But there we go. That's that. Let's go get the pet before I forget. So we have still plenty of hours, obviously. It's not a 1-hour pet, but we have the rest of today to go get it. But let me go get it now. I already have it maxed, obviously. But I still need copies of its purple pet food, nonetheless. Yeah, daily delves take anywhere from about 15 minutes if you're doing them at level 20, all the way as high as like over half an hour. Like they could realistically, if you go really slow on them, they can realistically take like an entire hour just to do 3 delves. I think I average slightly under 10 minutes. So it depends on the delve and the kind of teams that we have available, of course. Yeah, it's really time consuming for a daily. Let's just say 30 minutes on average. That's a lot of time. As I mentioned, it doesn't take us that long. This stream isn't even 30 minutes long. And we did all of the other requirements combined. We did the Wednesday pet event. We did our daily adventure board. We did dungeon. Wait, did I do dungeons yet? Well, I'll still be able to get in that half an hour. But yeah, we're 23 minutes into the stream right now. And we've basically done every other daily other than delves. Yet delves alone would take that entire amount of time just to get them completed. Yeah, level 20 City of Thieves. I was highly considering keeping level 20 City of Thieves. It is ridiculously good loot. I end up not opting for it though. But yeah, we have 6 minutes. We could probably finish every daily that isn't delves in that time. It looks like today. And then delves will like double that time. Like if I start doing delves after this, which I think I might, it will literally be the rest of the stream. Just as comparison, I kind of want to go do that now and see how long it takes and then time it out. I'm gonna go get the timer up. As soon as we start doing our delves, we'll see how long it takes and see at what point we finish all of our other dailies and see if delves actually take longer than all other dailies combined. Which it probably does. So we'll find out in a moment. Also, I'll hand out a redeem code in between, just so we don't hand it out during. It'll be a perfect time for a redeem code. Oh, also, I don't think I mentioned it yet. I was kind of saying I'm not sure if I would do the Puzzle Quest stream tomorrow. I will be doing the Puzzle Quest stream tomorrow. Probably won't be as long, but then again, some of them haven't been as long because it disconnects. But this one will probably be around noon to 5 or so. Noon to 5, noon to 6 as far as how long it'll go. It'll be streaming for several hours. I want to try getting it to level 25 and going from there. And hopefully at level 25 we can start getting through battles quite a bit quicker. Because that should be a pretty good ability in Puzzle Quest on the current class that we're using. And I will go get a key on him. The almighty key of winning. Damn all the keys. Only lasts really good until 6. The last 2 are quite a bit slower. You played Gems of War on your way to work. Nice. Do you think the level 100 hero skills will ever be upgraded? So they will actually be good or decent? They have made mention that they want to do tweaks on hero class to rebalance them in ways. So that probably will improve trees as well as changing up traits and other similar things. This is probably happening early next year. However, no official date has been given on when this patch will be. Let's see. I guess I could say that about next patch. Hero classes are not in, rework is not in next patch. That's one less thing off the things that it could be. Yeah, probably 5.0 patch would be addressing it in some way. We still don't know what the really big feature of 5.0 is yet, though. We know, like, a lot of tweaks that they might be doing. But only time will tell. Next patch is actually pretty interesting. It's a small patch and a big patch simultaneously. It's a really, really singular change being done. This next patch is basically a really singular change being done to the game. That is a very, very big impact, in a way. I don't know how to describe it without giving it away. But, hopefully this Saturday we'll be able to mention more on it. Because we'll have a spoiler image. Oh yeah, we're probably getting Mecha Gnome around then as well. Which is not necessarily a good thing, because all it is ingots. Unless it has a really high drop rate of epic ingots, it's not actually going to be that good. And I'm talking like 3 or 5 epic ingots per drop. Or, you know, as a possible drop. If it's only like 1 epic ingot as a possible drop at like a 10% chance, the epic or the gnome is going to be useless. What his drop table is really dependent, or will basically say how viable he is. For him to be viable, he probably has to have a over 25% chance of dropping at least 3 epic ingots. If it's anything less than that, he's going to be useless. Because that's the only ingot that matters in this game currently. Every other ingot is dead content. You will get a surplus of every single one of them except for epic ones in the current state of the game. At least eventually, if you're not there at that point already. Making treasure maps viable? I wish they would do that soon. Defend blue? Do you mean offensive blue or defensive blue? Defensive blue, you can normally just use a converting troop out of that. Building around bunny's pretty good. That one bunny that converts all blue to yellow with empower ends up working pretty decently. and then you just build that with a bunch of decent yellow troops that you have laying around. You could even quite literally just build the Divine meta. If you have Divine Ishbala plus Quillen plus Bunny and you're not using them for anything else, you could use that combo for blue Guild War Defend. And that would be your defend team. And you'd be able to empower, deny all their blues to yellow off the very first turn. There we go. Okay. And now we need to go just do dungeons real quick. And it looks like we could say it took 30 minutes because I was talking for some of that time when we first started the stream. So you can't really count that as time. But yeah, it looks like it took us 30 minutes to do all of our daily things that we need to go do. So let's go check how long it takes to do delves as soon as we finish out dungeons. Technically, it's going over 30 minutes right now. However, of course, we were talking at the beginning. If you were normally playing, you would not be talking randomly. Or you might be. If you were playing in the living room with peoples. Or in your room with a partner. What do I take here? Grab that for now. There's some reds. Direct a turn from there. Take greens. Go destroy everywhere. Key to key. And pretty much be good to go. Let's get the other one going. Get our browns that we need, and then he's dead. Or screaming at cheating AI. Ha. Funny. Well, there we go. So 31 minutes, technically 30 minutes, because I'm subtracting the talk time at the beginning. So 30 minutes for all dailies. Let's see how long it takes us to do delves. And then we go hand out a redeem code as soon as we finish out this battle. And then go time out how long all the delves take. Or 3 of them, I should say. I'm not going to time the 4th one, because normally you're only doing 3, not 4. The other one was delayed from the other day. Didn't bother doing it. I normally do delay them to some degree. Or, you know, you can use the one... You can use the... you can delay 1 per kingdom. There we go. Theoretically 31 minutes, but technically 30 minutes. Anyways, let's go. And technically even probably slightly less than 30 minutes. We talked for probably like 2 to 5 minutes at the beginning of stream, but we'll just call it 30. Since we're at 31 right now. But anyways, next order of business. Let's hand out a code, and then let's go time how long it takes to do dungeons and see if it actually takes less than 30 minutes. It could. So it's going to be really close, like equivalent. Okay, let me go see. Also, Salty never gave me more codes yet. Salty! Why I preemptively asked. Let's see. Oh, oops, what am I doing? That's not where I want the codes. Where is the most recent code? I believe it is you. But it might not be. I might need to check a few of these. We only have like half a week's worth of codes left. Salty, we need more. Asked her earlier. She didn't give any though. That was used. That was used. That one is not used. Paste. Copy. Grab our tribute that I see blinking. Oops, I just clicked chess. Grab our chip. Why is it loading now? Fail. It's loading our code that I just got. There we go. Okay. So let's go hand out the code. There it is. There you guys go. There is the redeem code. Use it on gemsofwar.com or for the game code section. Same place as always. Let's see. When you were a big StarCraft 2 player, you talked to yourself like you were streaming. Oh, I talked to myself a lot before I ever started streaming as I'm playing games. I never played StarCraft 2, but I played Warcraft 3 a lot, like an absurd amount of time. Mostly custom maps, but I have played the base game too. I'm not particularly good at the base game, but there's quite a few custom maps where I'm actually really decent at within the game, and one of those is actually Dota. I did play Dota 2 to a decent amount. Not like professional player of it, obviously, but I was pretty decent at the time. It's been ages though, so I'm probably gotten really rusty. Not to mention there's been like 3 years of patches since then, so the meta has completely shifted. I am pretty sure. Let's see. How do you do high-level delves? You're stuck at level 250. Generally, Iron Gut helps out a lot. Iron Gut, Mang, stuff like that. Mang, Skull Spam, and Iron Gut are your 2 best options for getting deep into delves. Mang being the cheaper option, and Iron Gut being the ideal option, but not one that you might not have. But there's the code, everyone. So let's go time this out. Let's go see how long it takes to do all of our delves then. and go from there. Oh, I forgot to delay it. No, well, that's not too big a deal, but or did I actually do all my battles? Never mind. I might have just done all the battles. Might be why. I should forget. I think I might have forgotten to do it yesterday, but I did it on Sunday. I mean on Monday. I mean Monday night. But anyways, well, let's go time it out. See how long it takes. I believe we're currently running just a standard Devour team. Let's see. Do delves take as much time as as all of our dailies combined? Probably. This has to be under half an hour for it to take less time. And even still, it's taken half an hour or a little under half an hour to do one thing, whereas everything else took you know, accumulated a half hour to get all of it done. Also, I keep forgetting I need to cast on those two first. Otherwise, he's gonna do that and slow us down. And he slows us down. That's unfortunate. But yeah, I gotta go for those two Devours first. Because now I need to wait until he takes a bunch of purple before I can do anything. So we'll wait until he takes a bunch of purple. These ways to give him free per turn purples like that. Come on. There we go. Okay. And now we can go devour him and win. We'll go devour him. Throw a mountain down. Get a good apothecary in there. Luckily, it did not gain barrier. And there we go. One down, main to go. Oh, which way do we go? Pick top for now. And we'll go devour Florian first, get that over, get our mountain everywhere. Unfortunately, we cannot use curse in this delve. There's no good curse option that fits the coloration. So we have to go with Possessed King. Possessed King in this context actually isn't as good. It gives you a lot more mana, but it is a lot harder to combat things that have a means to devour. While it can, it doesn't have as good of an option since it's inconsistent because of its percent chances. Oh, 1.4. I didn't even scout this direction, and it was actually the correct direction. That is quite lucky. Also, it feels so weird playing daily delves. I'm so used to the bonus off of Tuesday and Friday events. It always throws me off not having enchant for these. How much slower it goes. Hopefully it gets devoured here. We're eventually going to have a point where Iron Gut has 100% devour in delves. We will eventually reach that point. So currently he does not. No. Probably save that for last. I think it's such a big multiplier. I don't know. I guess we'll go for it. Down the middle and then take the other ones around. Grab the brown, get our mountain down. Get all that converted. And then we could of course devour with that. Be first out alive because we might be able to actually kill him with skull pokes. I don't currently have Enrage on. This actually is slightly better to run Enrage on because you can end up getting a free first lock kill. It's a lot harder to do without the Enrage. Good, he did not revive. Do you think they will ever make a pet that adds a small percent to Devour troops? They did mention in the past that they might add a pets that have really special effects, kind of like mythic pets in a way, where we might eventually be getting content that will have what's it called? That'll basically have my train of thoughts. But basically bonus of various effects in the game, and that's an effect in the game. So for example, burn doing more damage, poison maybe having different properties as far as how long it lasts or how much damage it applies, bleed having bigger stacks. stun and disease and other things maybe having additional effects, like disease also having a bit more of an effect like how it does in Puzzle Quest, where it like drains mana every turn, and stuff like that. But yeah, there's a good chance we might eventually get pets that will upgrade stats effects. It's something they kind of mentioned in the past. Oh, that has indigestible, whoops. But it's something they kind of mentioned in the past. I'm not sure if they're really planning on it anytime soon, but it's something that could happen. And one of those could potentially include Devour having a slightly higher chance. That doesn't seem as likely though, but it is technically a stats effect. So we'll see if they ever get around to those. It is something that they have mentioned, so that is correct. So it is within the realm of possibilities of things that could happen. It'd be way harder to upgrade than normal pets though, if they were ever to be released. They'd basically be the equivalent of mythics for pets if they were ever released. Okay. Let's go get Apothecary for now. Let me go devour him while he's stunned. Or Mountain. The other three can easily just be devoured without needing to get rid of their immunity. And then we just devour it to another convert. Be good to go. And he's dead. Yeah, that delve time, it looks like it's going to be 30 minutes. No, it takes about 1 minute per battle. So 9 minutes per delve approximately. And yeah, that can be around 10 minutes per delve. So it's kind of funny. But the timer might actually be the exact amount of time that we just spent on everything else. I know it's going to be close, but there's a possibility it might be exact. It'd be really, really funny. But yeah, delves take up way too much time relative to what you get for them. And the fact that you can do them at lower levels and still get the same loot. I have no clue why they still haven't fixed this. I and a few others brought it to their attention during the beta before delves even released, and they didn't change it. It's been out for over a year now and they still haven't. Next patch also is not addressing it, by the way. Hopefully 5.0 finally does. It better. It hasn't for over a year and a half by then, at that point. It would still be worse loot even if they buffed the loot of level 500. Because level 20, relative to the amount of time it takes, unless they nerf level 20's loot by like 10 times less, it's going to be better to do... Oh, I invented a quick purple. It's still going to be better to do level 20s from a time perspective. Because even if they doubled the loot of level 500 delves, level 20s would still be better, and there's no way they would double it. Let's see, we'll go for that. Get Devour. And just kill that up. Okay, next thing. Go grab those over. Get Apothecary onto red. Get a Mountain Crusher everywhere. Good evening, James! Welcome! Let me go devour him before he moves us. Get a devour on her before she stats affects everything. Barrier or something else that's annoying. Take Bless, which would give it immune to devour. As well as immune to transform. So we wouldn't even have a way to counter it since we don't have a curse option on this team. It's one of the other reasons why it's better to run Cursed than to run Transform, but he's good for the explosions, and this delve doesn't have any other option coloration-wise. That would work there viably. Yeah, 9 minutes and 20 seconds for a delve, it looks like. Or like 9 minutes 30 seconds by the time we get through the full cycle. No, 9 minutes 20 seconds. But there we go. Anyways, let's keep going. Yeah, it took 30 minutes for all other dailies, and delves are going to take like 27 to 30 minutes, it looks like. Which realistically is the same amount of time that our dailies actually took. It took us theoretically 31 minutes, however, there was a lot of talking at the beginning that would have changed it. So not counting that, it brings it down at least a few minutes. Hey, I actually remembered to devour the middle too for once. There we go. I need to make sure I do that every single one of these Warren delves. Really important that those two die first. Otherwise it wastes time like it did on the first delve. Because we have to wait until he moves us back into position. Yeah, we're about to gain a level as well. Nice. Let's see, what's that room multiplier? Oh, we're definitely taking a top 1.2 down there. That's awful. That is absolutely awful. Speaking about awful, this board is awful. Luckily, we can get up to Apothecary in 2 turns, give him some reds, and then we get those reds. Nice. We'll just clear the board. So hopefully I follow up. Grab that onto Tapon, so he's not going to deny out our browns that we need for everything. And a Devourer, clear the board. A Devourer on him. Oh, that battle went quick. The power of Iron Guts. Carry all of delves to victory. Yeah, Iron Gut hasn't even been out for a year. Yet he's such a massive delve option. He was supposed to come out this year's January, but it came out last year's December, which was, 10 months ago or so. But, yeah, he's just been massive for delves ever since he came out. Delves were out for about 5 months, and prior to that, you used to run, like, Megavores and stuff like that. Since he came out, like, he's the entirety of the meta, other than just running Mang and stuff like that. He's just so good for mid-level and high-level delves. Arguably the best troop in the game just because of how ridiculously overpowered he is for delves. It's nice. Like, once you own him, he's pretty much auto-win. Of course, depending on what your attack stat is, it could be slightly less so. But even with, like, 50 attack, he's still pretty viable. Just a bit more inconsistent and a bit slower, but still viable nonetheless. That should be able to get us rolling, and we won. Oh, we didn't get enough mana from it, though. Let's clear board. Hopefully get extra turn off it. Not quite. He just stuns himself. Oh, no! We missed a 77% chance. There we go. And now we have 100%. Grab a Devourer on that. Get a Apothecary on all that. Get another Devourer onto him. And he's dead. If he'll ever give me the cast. Have I ever played Hearthstone? Yes, we've even played it on the channel before. It was a while ago, though. I ultimately stopped playing it after several months just because it seemed too pay to win. It is fun. What do we take here? For Devour onto that. The one nice thing about Gems of War, even if you don't spend any money in the game, there's plenty of ways to get everything in the game. In a way that doesn't feel too overly grindy. Quite a few things in this game are grindy, like in many free-to-play games. But, like, nothing's really locked out of your way too far. Gems are easily accumulated at a decent rate through treasure hunt and just naturally as you get later into the game through guilds and tributes. Every single thing pretty much in the game is not specifically money locked, except for like a few like really old weapons and stuff like that. So very, very, like nothing important is money locked is the bottom line. Like nothing that's gonna like make or break your ability to win is money locked. And there's plenty of teams that can be composed out of lower rarity stuff, particularly lower rarity hero stuff, like Mang, Mountain Crusher, and just using converting troops like Apothecary, Valkyrie, stuff like that in combination with decent hero weapons that you can get automatically from just leveling up your class. Or just from leveling up your hero, I mean. I've streamed Hearthstone before, multiple times on this channel. I just haven't recently. It's been like years since I played it. The next Blizzard-related game I'll be doing on this channel will be most likely Warcraft 3's HD remake. I've never actually streamed Warcraft 3 on this channel, despite the fact that I probably have more time in that game than any other game. I have over 10,000 hours in 3 games. RuneScape, all the versions of RuneScape, mostly the one before it got runes and old school RuneScape. I have obviously over 10,000 in Gems of War, and the other one is Warcraft 3. Yeah, those 3 games I have the most amount of playtime in. All absurdly high. I believe currently, oddly enough, I believe Gems of War is actually in 3rd place. And the only reason why the other 2 are so high is because I've been playing those games since pretty much really, really young. Like 8, I want to say. And they were like some of the main games I played growing up. Because Warcraft 3 was 2003, and RuneScape, at least when I started playing it, was around 2001, I believe, or so. I didn't really start playing it a lot until about, I believe, 2004 or so. Okay, we'll get Devourer there, get that over, grab Apothecary somewhere else, do that for now. Let's see. Well, one of the reasons why RuneScape is also so high, I believe RuneScape's actually my absolute highest, but it depends how you calculate out what is highest playtime. Because RuneScape, not only are you normally playing multiple accounts at once whenever you're playing RuneScape, if you're playing RuneScape efficiently, you're playing multiple accounts at once, at minimum 2, your main account and your side account. But other than that, the main reason why it's so high is it's a really big AFK game. Like, it was basically the, before the genre was really popularized, RuneScape was probably the biggest version of it. A game that you can play with very, very minimal inputs, at least once it finally got updated in, like, 2001. Because a lot of the features that it had, you can go away for, like, minutes on end, and it will just autoplay. So there's various things that you can do within the game that basically play themselves, where you could easily do other stuff while doing it. That's kind of misleading, the amount of playtime. To a degree, the amount of playtime in Gems of War is also slightly misleading, because sometimes you idle for tribute. Normally, I turn the game off whenever I do that, but sometimes I just keep it on, and obviously the idle time there is what adds up. That's one of the reasons why I would say RuneScape's probably pretty high. Because you're playing at least at minimum twice the amount of playtime, and you're also normally AFK for some of that, on either one account or both. Let's see. We'll grab Devour on you. Nope, that failed. Grab a... I'll take the blue for now. Get a Devour over there. Also, I was looking at all my playtimes on all the Switch games that I have right now. All of them seem so low. Relative to the amount of playtime I have in other games in the same amount of time. I think the game I have the most amount of playtime in currently is Smash Bros. On Switch. I think it was at a couple 100 hours or something. It's been a little while since we've streamed that. It's not as good of a stream game, though, compared to some other games. Let's see, we'll go for that. Also, the only problem with Smash is it breaks controllers so easily. Not out of anger, but just because of how quickly you need to react for everything. Though I think that's just a thing with fighting games in genre. I mean, in general, I mean. I just said in genre. The genre of fighting games in general is what I meant to say. Warhammer, I've heard of it, never played it though. It's on the list of ridiculously large games I've never played that seem interesting that I might want to try eventually. Next one on that list is Ori and the Blind Forest is coming on Switch this Friday. Will I be playing it? I don't know. But we might be streaming that this weekend. Heard a lot of really good things about the game. Haven't played platformers for a while either. It's generally not a genre I get too into, for the most part. But, I do like the genre. It's just not one I play that often. We'll take the red for now. Or convert away to red, I should say. Their mountain. Gonna be a lot of deaths that Ori game, probably. Especially since I'm not as good at platformers. Also, I'm pretty sure it'll have some puzzles that will completely stump me. I tend to be pretty bad at puzzles in games. Not like absurdly bad. It just really depends on the type of puzzle that it is. Or how much the game actually hints you towards the correct direction. If it just gives you like a bunch of abilities and you're like supposed to know when to use them in certain situations, just by the environment, stuff like that I tend to not be as good at. There's some Link games where like if I find them like really annoying, just because it just assumes, oh hey, this item that you got over here or that you might not even have yet, you're gonna need this for this certain situation right here. There's some games that implement it well, but there's other ones where the game thinks it's obvious that you're supposed to do like a certain item, but it's not. I have heard a lot of good things about Celeste. I have seen footage of it. I haven't played it though. Actually, that's one interesting thing. I have actually not seen footage of Ori, other than, you know, just trailers and stuff. I have never seen someone actually playing Ori before, whereas I have seen speedruns of Celeste. Just because there's a lot of really interesting mechanics in it end up getting used. Hello, Drock! Glad you can still catch us, though. Also, if anyone is just getting here, don't forget to use the redeem code. Should hopefully still be active. We handed it out about 22 minutes ago, based on that timer. Right now, we're timing how long it takes to do 3 delves, and to see if it actually takes longer than our amount of dailies. And currently, it looks like the answer is yes. Which I kind of already knew that would be the case. I just wanted to time it out, just for the sake of timing it out, though. It takes more times to do 3 delves than it does to do your dailies. All other dailies combined is quicker than doing delves. That is how long delves take when doing them at a higher level. And this is even level 500 either. So it would be about the same speed with this team at level 500 as it is here, because we're instantly killing everything. So actually the level technically wouldn't matter, as long as it was around 300 or so. Or, you know, 200 or over, I mean. Okay, let me go get Possessed King already, so I can go convert them or transform them. Hopefully we get both, though either or will also work. Struggle of not having Curse. This is why I run Curse and not Possessed King normally. This delve doesn't have an option for it. Why whenever you see me build this team, it's normally with like Mirage Queen or something these days. It's for this exact situation right here. Why did I do that? I probably shouldn't deny that many blues. I need them all for our Possessed King. Like the only one I need mana on right now. There we go. There we go. Double convert as well. How much gold do you need to upgrade its quality from 0 to 10? It depends on what treasure you're using. Normally it's not that bad though. I think it's a couple 100,000. I actually forget off the top of my head how long or how much it takes to do that. Because normally I measure how long it takes to get to 200, which I know is around 5 million. But it's way easier to get to just quality 10. If I had to guess, it's around 500,000 or less. It depends what charger you use. Heavily determines the amount of costs to get quality 10. Yeah, quality 10 is what you do want to get on every single delve. The order in which you want to upgrade delves is get every single delve to quality 10 one at a time. Then get every single delve to level 100 one at a time. And then if you're in extreme late game or end game, you then go and get every single delve to level 200 one at a time. And after that, you don't really need to get them any higher. Because with the new format of kingdoms, you can now get them to 300% stats. And with those 300% stats, that's all you really need for them. Because once they're at level 300, that's, or you know, once they're at 200 but boosted to 300 with the 50%, that's enough stats to easily do any pure faction, for the most part. Possibly even without potions. So definitely with it. Some factions might still be too annoying to do without potions, though, for the sake of time. They'd be possible with enough attempts, but it would take multiple attempts is the big issue with it. Did I figure out how to change my volume? Isn't it correct right now? Well, I know how to change my volume. I'm not sure what you're referring to with that. Or do you mean the volume setting? Yeah, I found where the volume setting thing was in the new Windows 10 thing, if that's what you're referring to, from about a week ago when we had that slight issue that one stream. But, yeah, we ended up finding it during that stream, actually. But, yeah, it was easy fix. It was just, normally I restart the computer, which is what I normally do. But the other location for it just ended up changing. Not exactly the same screen that it was before, but it still serves the same purpose. Which it changes the volume when the other little menu doesn't work. Not sure why. Like right now, if I click into my bottom right and right-click on the volume, it works. But sometimes it decides not to work. It's really weird. And restarting the computer fixes that, but sometimes it just doesn't. And then you have to use the alternative method to get there. And the alternative method of getting there changed in the most recent version of Windows. But yeah, it wasn't that big of an issue. Let's see. Grab that over. I'm still contemplating on if I should get a higher quality webcam. I don't know. What do you guys think? Higher quality webcam? It's mainly in case we ever do like things where I need to be bigger than this. Because generally, for anything bigger than this, it starts to get a little bit blurry. Like, if I go try making this bigger real quick, let me see. Can I actually do that right now, or is it locked in place? I might actually have it locked in place. But, where is my face? Where is my face? Good question. Is this my face? It'll probably freeze for a second. I believe this is my face. Yeah, that is my face. But if we make this bigger, it's not locked, is it? No. Okay. But yeah, it tends to blur a bit, as you can see. Like, there's a lot of blurring with that. For a little small one in the corner, it doesn't matter as much, though, obviously. That should be fine. I'm not really blocking anything. Maybe he's traits. There we go. Anyways. Yeah, the current one's good. It's just nice to have a second one, just in case. I've been meaning to upgrade it eventually. It's just pricey to do so. Same as the mic. Like, it works, but it is something I do eventually want to upgrade. Just pricey. To actually get, like, a high-quality mic and a high-quality webcam. Both of them are decent enough for what we do, obviously, currently. But I have been meaning to upgrade them eventually. Also to have a backup in case they ever break. Because right now, if they break, I don't really have a backup webcam, nor do I have a backup mic. But theoretically, I could use the webcam as the mic as my backup mic, I guess. The quality on it is way lower. But if that webcam breaks, I do not have a webcam at all. Except for this one on the computer, but that one is such ridiculously low quality that it's pretty much unusable. Let's see, I'll take the red there. Hello, Adam, welcome. Oh yeah, definitely new PC first, for sure. So I could do both simultaneously. Like, I have enough money that I can upgrade everything simultaneously, and it won't completely break the bank. It'll take a decent chunk out of it, but it won't completely break it. Let's see. Take the brown down. Grab the red over. Take our... What else do we need here? Grab the yellow over there. I'll take blue right over there, and then we just get a pot carry. And then we should be good to go. But yeah, I was hoping to fix out most of that by the end of this year, most likely. Like getting the internet situation fixed by the end of this year. Hopefully getting a new computer by the end of this year. I'm pretty sure this is finally going to be the year. I've been saying that for like the last like 2 or 3 years. It's like, I'm going to get a new computer. I'm going to get a new computer. And it's like, not sure if I should get a new computer. I just hate replacing something that isn't completely broken. But I do need a backup. And this thing is getting old enough that I really should just be getting a new one already. Heading close to 7-year mark. Actually, it's at 6.5 right now. Let's see. You missed Vladimir. Luck above, last code given. You're interested in the answer as you're loving the Super Shroom team. Oh, sorry. What was his question? Oh, sorry. I didn't see it after the code. Can you go over once again how to max out the Gobtruffle magic stats? You only know about the magic kingdoms? Well, the easiest way to max it out is to use Titan, or any hero class that has level 100 that gains elemental bonus. That's the easiest way to increase his magic, because every single time you cast, you end up increasing all elementals magic by 1. This will substantially increase his magic, as anything casting like Leprechaun himself, Mountain Crusher, Forest Troll, whatever you're using, will end up increasing your magic on your truffles. That's the easiest way to increase your magic for him. And over the course of the battle, depending on how long the battle goes, you could gain anywhere from like 10 magic to upwards of like 30 magic, depending on how long the battle goes. Also, look at that. Daily Delves. It looks like it is timing out at about 32 minutes or so. That is more time than it took to do all of our talking, plus all of our dailies. That is how long Daily Delves take. Ouch. Yeah, the verdict is doing all dailies is quicker than doing daily delves, generally. Of course, some dailies do take longer. Like, let's say if it was like Faction Event Tuesday. Obviously, because factions take longer in general. But, yeah, wow. That's not good. And that's why not as many people do them. Because you can do all your dailies in that time. In the time it takes to do the 3 delves, you can do literally every other daily in the game. But still, it's not too bad. You combine them together, it's only an hour a day, so. And then you normally just put a little bit more grind in the PvP sometime throughout the week. Just with fun. And with 10 hours a week, you could probably finish out all dailies. Or, you know, all the normal stuff that you have throughout the week. Whatever guild-related thing, your dailies, and possibly even throwing delves in there. Only takes around 10 hours a week at minimum. It's not too bad. But delves do add, like, almost half that time is you spending on delves. Because a Tuesday event and the daily ones. So it definitely starts adding up to be a lot of time just off of delves alone and nothing else. There we go. Also, what's our Chaos Shard count at right now these days? Chaos Shard is currently at 13,412 is our current shard count. That's not too bad. That's going to go spike up a lot while also decreasing on Tuesday. We're going to be doing Pure Faction twice very soon. Next Tuesday. And the Friday after next Tuesday. So next week, both Tuesday and Friday, we will be running level 500 Pure Faction. Tuesday, we'll be running it for Warrens. And Friday, we'll be running it for the new Delve that's coming out. As well as we're getting a new Mythic that day. But, yeah, it's the game plan for that. And we should have enough shards. We also have like 7 Mythic Treasure, I believe, still laying around. Which we'll be able to use for that. Oh, no, 8, actually. Which we'll be able to use for that as well. But, yeah, decent amount of treasure. We'll be able to throw for that. And start getting everything to quality 200. We're getting there. We still have several delves that still need to go and poke up to level 200. But as far as ones that we haven't completed Pure Faction, not counting Warrens in the new one, because those will be done next week, we only have 6 left. Sea of Sorrows. Let's see. Sea of Sorrows. I'm like looking at all the ones that already have it. Dark Pits. Fangmoor. Primal Rift. Oh, never mind. I lied. Not even 6. Only 5. Well, I guess 6 if you count Warrens. And Hall of Guardians. We only have 5 left. That's not too bad. Sea of Sorrows will definitely need the potions for. Fangmore probably 2 just because of its path. And probably Primal Rift just because it's annoying. I believe Dark Pits and definitely Hall of Guardians. I think we can run without running potions if we really want to. Just by getting the Delve to 200, I think we can actually run them. Particularly Hall of Guardians. But I think Dark Pits as well. Primal Rift probably not because it's a long path and it's relatively annoying. Fangmore mostly not because it's a long path. And Sea of Sorrows because it's a long path and it has really, really annoying true damage. That one's like the absolute most required to run potions for out of the 5 that we still haven't done, not counting Warrens. Since that's done next week. But we're getting there. But then again, most of these are in our next few that we could do. Because after Warrens, I believe it's Fangmore? Like these are like really soon after Warrens, if not immediately. Those 2. So we could go get them done very soon. Also, we do have extra bonus for Dark Pits. We have 50% extra bonus for Dark Pits. Or actually 25% right now. No, we have 50. Because we finally got Missed the Scales to level 13. Or 14, actually. Actually, it's almost the first level 15 kingdom. All we need is 7 more red scrolls, eventually. And it'll be the first level 15 kingdom that we'll have in the game. Or at least I specifically. Of course, you could have put it into something else, like Dragon's Claw or something. But, yeah, that'll be our first one. It'll also sink 200,000 gold, but that's a pretty trivial amount of gold. All the gold sinking off of this is pretty trivial, off of kingdoms. In early game, obviously it's a lot, but later in the game, it's not really going to impact you much at all. I haven't even really noticed the gold sink at all from it. It is a partial gold sink. Super Shrooms. Do I have a weapon tier list? I've made them in the past. I don't think I currently have a weapon tier list. The problem is there's an absurd amount of weapons. There's a reason why there's not a weapon tier list. There are 268 weapons in the game. That's why there's not a weapon tier list. I've gone over in the past like what good weapons are. I guess we could make an updated video since obviously a lot more weapons have come out in that time. But I don't know, we might make eventually like a somewhat tier list. Maybe just off of legendary and mythic weapons. Because if I do the lower rarity, that's going to make up for a lot of them. But yeah, I believe, let me see, how many weapons are there if we just count legend and mythic? Let me see. Oh, and Doom weapon, of course. Let me see. And some of them fall in the same category, kind of. Well, not so much. But, yeah, we could kind of do a tier list on that eventually. There's all the assets for it. I would just need... It would take a little while to set up with that many. What am I looking for? I'm looking for base rarity. Rarity. But they can't be extended, so that works. Let's see. How many weapons are there of legendary rarity and above? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22... 22 times 8 plus 6. What is that? That comes out to... I'll just do the calculator for it just to make sure I don't mess up. 22 times 8 plus 6. 22 times 8 plus 6. That would still be a big tier list. That's 182 weapons. There are 182 weapons of legendary rarity or higher. There are a few weapons that aren't underneath that rarity that are decent. However, yeah, there's 182 weapons. That would be a gigantic tier list. I don't know if we'd ever eventually do that. But that's a lot of inputs into a tier list. 182. There's a lot of weapons in this game. Like, if you count weapons plus troops, there are over 100 things you can put on your team in this game. Actually, no, there isn't. Oh, there almost is 1,000. We're getting really close. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, we are. We're two away. Tomorrow, or next week, will mark the week that we have over 1,000 team options. That's a pretty big milestone. Because currently there is 998. Which means the 2 things we'll get next week, well, technically 3. Because on Monday we'll be getting 2 new troops and a new weapon. So it'll be 1,001. But yeah, starting Monday, we will finally have over 1,000 options that you can put into a team. Not 1,000 troops specifically, but 1,000 options, since weapons obviously count as things you can put in. So that's a pretty big milestone. Not as big of a milestone as 1,000 troops specifically, but still it's 1,000 things that you can put into a team. I'm not sure what a quicker way of saying that is, but like 1,000 slots, 1,000 options. I don't know, but yeah, next week we'll mark the 1,000 mark of what we could put on our team. Gosh, this thing has a lot of content. I remember when this game had like 50 weapons and under 100 troops. There was actually an achievement that was impossible when the game first started because they assumed Storm Time was going to launch with the game, but ended up coming like soon after. But there was an achievement in the game that was impossible initially that was obtain 100 troops because this game started with less than 100 troops. And now we're at 700 something with over 1,000 options. Or next week it'll be over 1,000 options. That's pretty funny. How about a top 10 weapon list? Mang, Mountain Crusher, Essence of Evil, Trickster Shot. I already know like most of them off the top of my head. I've done a video for it not too long ago. I think it was like several months ago. But yeah, it's not in any particular order. Mang, Mountain Crusher, Trickster Shot, Rope Dart, Flameifer, Yasmin's Pride, Earth's Fury, Mang, if I didn't already mention it, obviously. And I believe that's like 8. But yeah, it's those are like the main ones. Oh yeah, Life and Death. Can't forget Life and Death. And there's probably like one other one that I forgot. That would make up that 10. Those are the first ones that come to mind. Let's see. You'll be like 85 in a nursing home playing Gems of War. They said they want to keep this game going for a while. The game's been, everything has been pretty healthy as far as its longevity. It's been growing for 5 years straight, which is really unheard of for a game like this. There's been times where it has dipped down slightly, because either like people mass leaving for a certain update for whatever reason. Like the graphic change one from like a year and a half ago was a pretty big noteworthy one in that. But it's always been in a perpetual state of growth, oddly enough. And still have been having pretty fun content. Still has been having weekly updates without them ever missing any, which I find also kind of interesting. This has never actually updated any. They've never actually delayed any like weekly updates. They've always had a weekly update ever since they started doing it a couple years ago. They haven't always done it like that. It used to be bi-weekly, and then it eventually ended up becoming weekly. But yeah, I'm actually really surprised that they remake that much content and had never slipped up yet, because they never like ever got so far behind where they like, oh, sorry, we don't have any content to go do for this like Monday event. They've always had something new. I find kind of interesting. They have never once missed a Monday event since they've been doing a Monday event every Monday. But anyways, any other questions before we wrap up, or anything I might have missed from chat? Let's see. Will I be doing all rooms and Warrens on Tuesday? Initially, yes. Though, once we get probably later into them, probably no. Because we are doing it on a Tuesday. And I need to obviously get it completed on that Tuesday for doing it on a Tuesday. So initially, I probably will, but by the time we reach like the 2-hour mark, I'm probably just going to start plowing through them. So probably around level 200 or 300. Like, prior to that, we'll run every single one to completion. But once we reach about 300 or so, I'm probably just going to rush through them with Iron Gut, just for the sake of time. We'll still make leaderboard off it, and we'll still get what we need to get done. But otherwise, we're going to be there literally all day just playing delves. Otherwise, but we'll just be playing it for several hours instead. It'll probably take us around 3 to 5 hours doing it that way. Whereas if we did absolutely every room, it'd probably take closer to 8 hours or something. Anyways, guys, any other questions? Otherwise, yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on the channel. And tomorrow we'll be playing Puzzle Quest, hopefully starting around noonish or so, and going until about 5 or 6. So we'll probably stream that for about 5-ish hours or so tomorrow, 5 or 6 hours, or starting around noon Eastern Standard Time. And that's pretty much the game plan. And then this Friday will be no new content. So who knows? Maybe we will go do our normal Gems of War stream and stream Ori. I don't know. We'll see. I'm still not sure if I'll be streaming Ori this Friday or not. But I might as well. We probably will after the Gems of War stream. I'm considering it. It's a game I've been wanting to play for a while, because I heard so much good stuff about it. Just haven't gotten around to it. But I think I will, because I believe it's coming out the 23rd, or not the 23rd, the 27th I meant to say. And the 27th, I believe, is this Friday, which it should be. It'll work out. Anyways, guys, I'll be heading out for now. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week. I will catch all of you later. Best of luck with everything, and I'll catch you tomorrow night, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 hour prior to now, or for the Puzzle Quest stream, which will be at around noon Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, which is about 15 hours from now if you're watching right now. Anyways, guys, catch you later. Thanks for stopping by. Oh yeah, Salty's Puzzle Quest stream. Let me go and get you the link for that. 1 second. While we'll be streaming Puzzle Quest, someone else is also streaming it right now. The community manager for Gems of War, as well as Infinity Plus 2 in general, which Infinity Plus 2, for those of you that don't know, is what made Gems of War. However, they are also the company that made Puzzle Quest. Let's see. Though I think they were called Infinity Interactive at the time, but they're still the same company, in essence, just by a different name. I'm not sure exactly what the whole deal with that is, but anyways. What am I looking for? I'm looking for a Twitch link. 1 second. Yeah, I'll go send you guys over there for any of you that want to go catch some Puzzle Quest now, but we'll also be doing it tomorrow here on this channel, as we normally do. There it is. Let me just go mute it. Actually, let me pause it just so it doesn't do anything. Pause. There you guys go. There's the stream. And hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night. Goodbye, everyone.